What is up, everybody? This is Alex from IHE TV. And I know, Star Wars, sick of it, except when it comes to Andor. This has got to be one of the most suggested interview videos, and it's a pleasure to go over this stuff. I found the second season to be somehow even better than the first one. Quality of writing, the quotable monologues, it's just such quality. Like Emmy-winning stuff, right? 5 Emmy wins, so I guess by the time, I didn't see the interviews for season 1, but I assume the tone is a bit more confident. They would understand the level of quality of the thing that they're a part of in a deeper way. So I'm excited for this. I actually have so much that I've had to sever it into 2 parts. This video covering about 2.5 hours, and another 2.5 hours cut off if we make a sequel to this video. Right, let's just start this. Jump scare.
Star Wars series Andor.
Yes, that right there, the clip they just showed, that's what makes the show so good. It's just people like talking and walking through hallways.
Gilroy.
Banger song. I love how many interviews they put him in. That's a funny face. But I'm actually genuinely intrigued as to what he's gonna say instead of like making fun of Jared Leto.
Okay. But you sent me a thank you note in Elvish, and I think that
Oh, so he's a legit like nerd.
means we're melon now. You've got this show that is loved by, the Star Wars diehards.
He did the impossible.
But also attracts sort of the people who are Star Wars averse, who aren't that into it.
You just like things that are good.
That's a neat trick.
The show is made by half the people that make the show are, Star Wars nerds and that's a broad spectrum. And the other half of the show is made by people that I really had to spend a half an hour convincing them that it would be okay and they could come on Star Wars because they didn't want to. And the audience is kind of like that. I think we've turned a corner on that, but that's been our big, you don't have to know anything about Star Wars.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Is it a coincidence that the best piece of Disney era Star Wars was with the project that had the lowest expectations, and thus probably the most freedom to do something genuinely interesting?
Star Wars to watch our show.
No, the incredible thing about it is that it has there are no lightsabers.
And I called out, there's a guy who's out there, Pablo Hidalgo, and I said, how many people in that galaxy of all the billions of beings, how many know about the Force? Well, nobody. How many have ever seen a lightsaber? Well, probably very few. How many people know the royal family that you've been making the movies about? Nobody. So it's like, it was a wide open, Yeah,
it makes it feel much bigger with that approach. Just knowing that that's going on in some other part of the galaxy we don't even see.
We lost one scene in the entire first 12 episodes, and I don't think we have anything in season 2 that we shot that we did not use. We used the whole thing.
No, use all the cow.
Yeah, no, really.
Wow. So I guess they actually, had something written down before they start shooting it?
Really efficient shot.
That's a lot of cheese.
Crazy concept, right?
Any Easter eggs that were in there that the audience caught.
Andor is streaming now on Disney Plus. Tony Gilroy.
It's just getting started.
Buddy, we'll be right back with the performance by Cynthia.
This is a fun combo of characters.
Both did things which they were told not to do.
Yeah.
They were both told not to do things by people above them, and
He's got attitude.
they did the thing that they were not told.
These hand movements are so intense.
And then bam, bam.
It's a love story of 3.
He's awesome.
Funny throuple.
Predator kind of circle, as it were.
Yeah.
Jump, 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 jump. And I mean that in a genuine
Jump, 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 jump.
I think that it's because of the work that was done in season 1. Everybody knows in that one shot when you see her in that uniform, you know what her future is. And so to see her in the place, I mean, I always think it's like the difference between a
Awesome ending for that character. They all had great endings. All the character arcs felt like such payoffs.
tribe and a gang, isn't it? Like the rebellion are like a tribe where there's sort of honor there, but when you're in a gang, that's the empire.
I have to start off by saying thank you to Tony Gilroy for writing it, because
Yep.
and I think it was so important for Mon Mothma, for that woman, for that character, to have that moment, to see her have to risk it all. And to see her have to risk it all on the basis of the oppression of a civilization, of the Gormans. For that to be the straw, for that...
For a bunch of like Star Wars actors, I often phrase their inclusion as a they get Star Wars or they don't get it. And you can really tell. Like, for example, Ewan McGregor, he just gets it. It clicks with him, it just works. Harrison Ford, he gets it. Most of the cast for Andor Season 2, they get it. They get what they're a part of.
I'm willing to stand up there. I'm willing to sacrifice my life, myself, put herself in very clear and present danger in order to use her voice, which is her only weapon, for other people, for what she truly believes in. It was everything to me as an actor to have.
Notice, like, so far how they've been talking in detail about the characters, their motivations, like the philosophy behind the writing, and contrast that with like Tron interviews or Black Adam or whatever, where they just talk about superfluous, the goats in Taika's last Thor movie. It's like they're actually talking about something with substance, and you can tell they actually are into the thing that they're taking a part of.
The opportunity to use her voice.
I'm gonna jump right in with the ending if that's all right with you, Tony.
There he is. He looks like such a like dad there.
It felt quite hopeful, which is lovely, which I didn't expect, sort of leading up into Rogue One.
This will obviously spoil elements of Season 2, so make sure you check it out before, if you care about that sort of thing.
I think it is so without cliche and very truthful. And it's brutal.
What were those?
It does feel without cliche. That's a good point, because that is quite an achievement this deep into a franchise, this kind of spread thin.
I think it's a massive thing for the Star Wars universe. I think it's a massive thing for TV in general. It's just an incredible...
Once the first arc gets moving in Season 2, it is just non-stop from that point. It just gets better and better.
Couple of episodes. Yeah. I felt,
It's
lucky
so
to be a part of
violent
it.
as well.
It's really intense.
And they did the thing that they were not told exactly not to do,
So
and then
true.
bam, bam. And you know,
Still on the
I just want to bring the funk. You know, I always...
Let me get that properly.
do you want to bring to him this time round? Obviously, he's slightly...
The funk.
He's still on the journey.
I just want to bring the funk.
You did that. You managed that.
You know, I always just want to bring the funk, whatever it is.
Yes.
But that's when you've got someone that you can go, okay, how far can we go? Like,
Yeah,
what's
we
that?
had such a good
You know,
time.
and that's it. You ever watch Deliverance? If you ever happen to watch that again, it's Ned Beatty. It's the guy who's being. That's the one who's allowing that scene to go as far as it does. So it's always the person that is getting whatever that can let the scene go to where it does. That's all props to her.
Yeah, but the thought.
Nice shout out.
Opportunity for effective rebellion, if it requires sacrifice, then I think what this piece shows is what each of them are sacrificing. And I think there is such an understanding of our own humanity in that, what it might cost.
Motherfucker, everyone's just like, yo.
I'm. It's been 10 years now that from Rogue through this, so I think maybe I'd like to go back and direct a movie.
Please free me. Free me from the Disney clutches.
Right. And my character has a pretty dramatic and definitive end, you know? That's it. It's the end in its most pure form.
That never stopped the Emperor.
Basically, you know?
You got vaporized.
And then a year later, I got this phone call.
Somehow Andor returned.
Cassian and to see where he comes
They have
from.
chosen
what
quite a
happened-
weird instrumental.
What
for
needed
this
to happen
interview.
for him to become that person that was willing to sacrifice everything for the cause, you know? And
Jameer.
Navigating.
I have to tell you that the work behind the droid, it's incredible. It's not one or two people, it's a whole team, you know? From the moment they design it to how it
A
expresses.
lot of these interviews have been about shouting out other crew members, people behind the scenes that won't get shout-outs normally. I dig it.
Impressive it is, you know, like I saw the process, I saw the drawings, then I saw the first models, then I saw the thing moving, and then
Diego Luna can make these normally awkward remote interviews feel amicable and charming.
I saw the whole team giving life to that thing, you know, because it's not just a voice, it's two people operating, you know.
I feel like Star Wars fans know much more than I do. I just hope that
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Particularly on streaming, have made a lot of use of things like the volume technology, you know, the LED screens and such. But not so much with Andor. You guys very much like traveled around, went on the...
Man, it kind of shows The production design it looks super expensive.
Why is it that you, I guess, prioritize leaning more into that direction as opposed to the, I guess, yeah, the LED?
We use LEDs when we can. What people don't understand about the volume is it's an amazing tool, but it's a completely different workflow. You have to do all your post-production first in the volume, and then you put the actors into it. If you're shooting a show the other way, our workflow goes entirely the other way. We shoot, sometimes we have a little piece of set, and it's set extension, it's all built. Our post is epic. It's really hard to change your workflow from one to the other. There's times you wish you could use the volume, but it's just, you're not set up for it.
Sure. When you first approach Andor, be it in season 1 or as you go throughout this one, what is it that you,
Another
I guess,
weird
connect
instrumental for this interview. It's like the wrong tone.
Luthen, and what do you think you, I guess, as the performer, understand about him?
I mean, how many shows, people start shows all over the place and they have a really great idea and they start something and it hits and all of a sudden they have no ground under their feet and they got to figure out what their show is actually.
Game of Thrones.
Well, Michael Wilkinson is an extraordinary artist, and I've said this was like a relationship with a costumier and more with an atelier. Like I felt like he has such dexterous artistry. He works with the fabric. He works with our bodies. He can create and
shouting out
curate
costume
in the moment
designers.
with
Let's go.
you. Sometimes he's down on his knees looking at it kind of.
Which seemed to be changing the game of Star Wars, in my opinion. It's taking it into a completely new territory.
This music is so strange.
Unexpected. I mean, these guys, the relationship, right? Like, they are, in my opinion, they are the best realized characters ever that the Empire's ever had. You know, that like when have you seen?
That might be true, actually.
In the writing of Tony Gilroy, you know, I mean, 5 seconds of the life of these characters could be interesting enough to develop a whole series. He is capable of doing that. But I think it's beautiful the way he crafted it, and it's beautiful the structure. I think it's quite a unique storytelling form, you know, that he came up.
It is a really good structure. The mini arcs.
He also summarizes these gaps in such an elegant way with like 1 or 2 lines, and that's like, I don't know, it's like just perfect.
This might be like the least amount of aliens we've ever seen in any project in the Star Wars universe. Have you thought about that at all?
Yeah, I'm a little bit sensitive about it. I mean, we've tried to do more and more and more.
He's sensitive about the aliens. He just wants to do like a political thriller, and it's like, well, this is the hand I've been dealt. I'll make it as good as possible.
There's a lot of different reasons for it. It's but yeah, I think there are more this season than previously, and I'm always trying. It's on my mind. It's on my mind all the time. They're a very strong flavor when they come in, and it really shifts things. You have to be really careful about how you do it. Yeah.
He's scared of having Glup Shitto come in and fuck up a scene.
But it makes it more impactful.
George maybe should have been a little bit more cautious about that at times. Not that I don't love Ben Quadranaris or anything.
Again, like Rogue One did, I think Andor is now opening up another avenue for Star Wars to...
I mean, things that are well written. Previously thought impossible.
So you gotta ask, does this character have a name?
No.
No.
I have not. No, it hasn't been identified in any way. No.
Interesting.
You can't not name something in the Star Wars universe. Come on, Tony.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of fan speculation about that.
Yeah.
At the end.
He doesn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
She's always true. She's
Smart
always
man.
right.
I think everyone in Andor season 2 really needs all of
Okay, these, I don't know if they're going to be able to avoid the full awkward interview thing. Why do they do it? Oh, it's MTV, of course. Stay true, Leslie.
If you could come up with a tattoo for each other, what would you make the other one get?
Ooh, like a
Fuck is
tattoo
this?
with a special ink that I can track him.
God, these interviews are so stupid. God, that was awful. Thanks, MTV.
Honest for Cyril, of all the characters, do you have some kind of connection, some kind of empathy for...
Above everyone else?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. In a way, I've been unleashed in the last 2 weeks to use the word fascism. I had media training before that.
We're getting the good version of Tony. We're getting.
Great.
I can use that word. And, you know, what, all right, I'll go for it. What does fascism do? It doesn't just destroy the people it comes for first, and the communities and the organizations and the law and the truth and the rest of it. Inevitably, in every model of fascism that there's been, it ultimately comes and destroys its early proponents and its foot soldiers and its underclass, and it destroys its, because it's all centralized power. It eventually eats its young.
And I've heard you talk about this. I mean, a lot of folks want to kind of draw parallels between the world we live in now and this show. You're not the type of writer to look at the news and then say, how do I pour that into these characters? That's
not
just...
tonight.
But these stories, still a little media.
That guy.
Still a little media training left.
Get him out of here.
But these stories are cyclical. These
It's sad but true, yes.
In this Star Wars universe, that the really evil people are fitted with British accents.
The Empire, darling.
Yes.
They've got to be.
It just, everything sounds a bit more evil when you do it in a very, very strong English
So true.
accent. Turn out the lights.
Bloody.
Because this season, that's all gone. It's really gone. It's not camp anymore.
That is an interesting point, how they make it work without the camp. Because that's part of the appeal of like the original trilogy, at least to me, is like the campy, corny fantasy stuff. It's not really like science fiction, it's more like science fantasy. Whereas Andor's like, it's hard sci-fi. Movie dick. What's that? Watch the full thing at movie.dick. Okay.
That very first film was political. Politics has always played a part
Oh god.
in it. And
Don't tell Ben Shapiro that.
empire is cross history, cross cultures.
It's me! It's right.
Oh,
It's right.
Oh, it's BuzzFeed celebs. There's probably going to be some bullshit.
Hi, my name is Adrian
Oh god.
What is Luke Skywalker's call sign during the attack on the Death Star?
Red 5.
Is it Red 5?
This is normie trivia, guys. Come on. Actually pay attention to the franchise you're in for once.
Orange 3, Blue 4, or Yellow 1?
In Return of the Jedi, what's the name of the Ewok who finds Leia?
Look at Diego Luna's face. Well, it's obviously Wicket. Let's not be stupid around here.
Yeah, on Endor.
Tebow, Bozzy, Paplu. Who pretended to be Padme Amidala during the invasion of Naboo?
Okay, I don't actually know. That was a super confusing part of that film. Isn't it like Natalie Portman? No, Keira Knightley is swapping places with Natalie Portman throughout the film, and they just look identical, and it's like, what the fuck?
Joe Ball.
Dalet.
Dalet.
Oh, it's the dice.
Oh, I know this.
R2-D2, Anakin's lightsaber, Kylo Ren's helmet, or Han Solo's dice.
Everything was obsessed with the dice around those years.
R2D2, right? The little thing. Doesn't she have the little R2D2 in the films or whatever? I never
finished The Last Jedi.
See, it's all coming out now, and he says all the time,
Oh,
you
God.
haven't seen the films, but he hasn't actually seen them.
Nerd cred just went up.
In The Mandalorian, which one of these droids?
Top left.
About 2 weeks ago, Molly and I got the chance to join a few other Star Wars podcasts
What am I looking? What the fuck?
at Lucas.
We all feel that way. Everybody in the hall, because we've been together and we're all texting with each other. I'm like, God, did you see
This
that?
one, this video has incredible audio. I'm so not used to this. It almost seems like fake.
I did one with Colbert, but I had a little too much to drink
Tony has the cleanest audio.
that night, so I...
Speaking to him like I know him. Hey, Tone. Hey, Tony. It's been a while since I've seen you, Tony. Tony Gilroy, my boy. My brother, Tony.
It was late and a long day, and I went and had dinner with my kid. All right, I know you got some, like, what happened here questions. Go for it. I know there's some stuff. Yeah, like, where's the problem?
Where's the problem? That's a great way to start an interview.
Probably pretty adamant that I wasn't going to do any Force. It was kind of like our
I
mandate.
love that he has Jar Jar right behind him, like a giant Jar Jar. That's so fucking unhinged. It's
But
just looming
I think two
over
things
this
happen.
entire
One,
interview.
I mean, it's in every. I mean, it's in 28 Bourne movies. It's in every other movie. Got to do the screens where they find the thing, and I got to hide that this is a boring. This is a stock scene. So I better, So I need life. So I need this creepy dude who's down there who hasn't cleaned up, and no one ever comes down there, and and don't sit there. That's the key line that makes that work. It's like, oh no, I don't sit there. You like, what's on that chair? What's happened there? And then he comes to life, and that's, and you
I
want
love
to
when
always be
writers
like that.
talk about banal scenes that never get any like highlight or breakdown, but like why they're so crucial, why they need to be there.
Switching gears a little bit, I'm getting a little spicy. I know, like in the interview with Colbert, you were talking about how you could speak about fascism. I think that's obviously a extremely interesting and relevant topic, and one of the things that fascists historically do.
Bloody politics out of my Star Wars.
There's no shortage of books about revolution. I went deep on Napoleon. I went deep on Oliver Cromwell. I went deep on Roman history and the Roman Revolution. I mean, the British Revolution is really, the British Revolution is really the levelers and the Oliver Cromwell. And I mean, I think Marx and Engels thought that was the ultimate revolution. That's the model that they use. It's before the American Revolution. It's really the one that really was the most.
I love this history talk,
Yeah.
giving his writing like a fundamental truth to it beyond just the politics of today. That's why it is able to map on, but not feel insincere or corny or simplistic.
Zapata's fascinating. The Haitian Revolution is a Spartacus. I mean, it's everywhere. It's just nonstop. If you go on Wikipedia, it's like
Wikipedia?
50 pages of rebellions there. What you really want to do is you want to make something that people can watch over and over again that doesn't get dated,
Andor is kind of like elevated in many ways so that people are talking about it in a different way.
This is one of the most
Because people,
substantive interviews out of this lot.
Mon Mothma's speech about the death of truth, like you immediately I started thinking about the Clone Wars, and they had these like blue text bubbles that would tell you what the episode was about. And so many of them are about truth and trust. And
oh, really?
Yeah. Like,
that's not on my radar, but yeah, okay, wow. It's really bothered me. It's bothered everybody on.
He's almost ruined it for anyone else who wants to play in this now, because he's always going to be held up as the standard. Like, it's never going to be as good as this again, folks. I'm sorry.
I think if I was coming in clean, I wouldn't do anything like this. I'd want to make another land. I think they have.
Yeah,
some
they would need to
projects,
replicate the mixture of things that allowed for Andor to be greenlit instead of trying to recapture Andor, if that makes sense.
I was really, through all the doubts I had and all the times I wanted the show to go away and was hoping that COVID would kill it or whatever, that when I was really anxious, because we almost made some really, I mean, if COVID hadn't happened, I think this would be a big disaster story. Through all of that, I was like, wow, no one is ever going to do a show about revolution and fascism and colonialism and imperialism and sacrifice and about people who get ground up and forgotten to make something happen. No one's ever going to get a chance to do that on a scale like this, and I'm really into that opportunity.
Yes.
Someone else.
What a great answer.
I hope you enjoyed that.
That was actually a really good
I know we
interview, and I think that's the last one for this block. Yep, that's the end there. And to be honest, outside of the MTV one, that was mostly good stuff. Like, I was learning things, hearing them talk about the actual substance behind the filmmaking is weirdly rare for these interviews. It's mostly just like jerk-off sessions, hero worship, and just being insincere and fake, where you can actually tell that the actors here, Tony Gilroy, was like passionate about his work, and there's actually stuff to talk about. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, want a part 2. Let me know your thoughts. If you've managed to get to this season now, I'd highly recommend if you hadn't seen it. Might be the last good Star Wars thing we ever see, or at least for a very long time. Thanks for watching. See you next time.